Your home is collecting intelligence on you, not metaphorically, literally. Right now, devices you paid for are logging your movements, recording your conversations, and transmitting detailed behavioral profiles to servers you'll never access. This isn't speculation. It's documented in privacy policies most people never read. I'm counting down 10 devices actively surveilling you right now. Number 2 is particularly disturbing. It's transmitting copies of your most sensitive documents, your financial records, medical files, legal papers, all automatically uploaded to corporate servers you can't access. And most people have no idea it's happening. Let's start with what's tracking you everywhere you go. Number 10, baby monitors. Your baby monitor isn't just watching your child. It's broadcasting your most private moments to anyone who knows how to look. Modern baby monitors, with Wi-Fi connectivity, transmit video and audio feeds through your home network to cloud servers and smartphone apps. The feeds often use weak encryption or default passwords that users never change. Security researchers routinely demonstrate how easily these devices can be hacked. In 2018, a hacker accessed a family's baby monitor in South Carolina and spoke directly to their 8-year-old daughter, telling her he was Santa Claus and that he was her best friend. The parents only discovered it when they heard the strange voice coming from their daughter's room. The hacker had been watching for weeks. That wasn't isolated. It was one of thousands of verified intrusions that year alone. Baby monitors are placed in your most vulnerable spaces. Nurseries, children's bedrooms. The camera watches your children's sleep, captures intimate parenting moments, bath time, bedtime routines. The audio picks up everything. Conversations between parents, arguments, medical discussions about your child's health, private family matters you'd never willingly broadcast. Two-way audio means the monitor has a speaker in your child's room that can be activated remotely by anyone who gains access. Some monitors include sleep tracking and movement detection, creating detailed behavioral profiles of your children from infancy. This data builds a record of your child's patterns before they're old enough to consent. Baby monitor footage has been found on dark web forums where it's bought and sold. Parents' intimate moments, children in various states of undress, captured and redistributed without consent, because the devices were fundamentally insecure by design. Use local-only monitors that don't connect to the internet. Audio-only monitors are even more secure. If you must use Wi-Fi, change default passwords immediately. Use strong, unique passwords, and disable remote access features you don't actively need. Number 9, your car. Modern vehicles are rolling surveillance platforms. If your car was made after 2014, it's almost certainly equipped with cellular connectivity and data logging systems. That's when manufacturers started mass installing telematics as standard equipment. Your car logs every destination, every route, every speed. It records hard braking, rapid acceleration, time of day you drive, duration of trips. If you use voice commands, it's capturing and storing audio. If you sync your phone, it's copying your contacts, call logs, text messages, and even photos from your phone. This data transmits to manufacturers in real time through built-in cellular connections you can't disable without voiding warranties. Manufacturers sell this data to insurance companies who use it to assess risk and set rates, sometimes without your explicit knowledge. They frame it as safety features, better service, accident prevention. But the real money is in selling your movement patterns. Data brokers purchase aggregated location data from automakers. This builds profiles of where you go, how often, and with whom. Your car knows if you're visiting hospitals regularly, attending religious services, meeting someone at a hotel. And if your car is ever involved in a legal case, all that data becomes subpoenaed evidence. In 2022, a Washington man's Toyota recorded data that contradicted his testimony about his location and speed during a fatal collision. His car's black box became the prosecution's star witness. Your car doesn't just remember, it testifies against you. Think about what location data reveals: where you live, work, worship, receive medical care, who you visit, how long you stay. Your patterns show your routine, your habits, your relationships, your secrets. If your insurance company can access this data through data brokers, so can divorce attorneys, suspicious employers, private investigators, or anyone with a subpoena and motivation. Dig through your car's privacy settings, usually buried in infotainment system menus. Disable location sharing where possible. Don't sync your phone unless absolutely necessary, and if you do, limit what you authorize it to access. Call your dealership and ask specifically what data your vehicle collects and transmits. Most people never ask these questions. That's exactly what manufacturers count on. Number 8, robot vacuums. Your robot vacuum isn't just cleaning floors, it's surveying your entire home. Every time it runs, it's creating detailed architectural floor plans, room dimensions, furniture placement, doorway locations, traffic patterns. Models with cameras capture visual data of your belongings, your space, sometimes even people and pets. This information uploads to cloud servers where it's stored indefinitely. A complete architectural layout of your home exists on corporate servers. That data shows when you're typically home based on cleaning schedules. It reveals your floor plan, information that's valuable for insurance risk assessment, property valuation estimates, or anyone who wants to know the layout of your house before entering it. Companies claim the data is anonymized, but anonymization is nearly impossible when you combine a floor plan with your address, purchase history, and movement patterns. That creates a profile worth real money to data brokers. And data brokers sell to anyone willing to pay. Marketers, insurers, analytics firms, background check companies, and whoever else is buying. In 2017, the CEO of iRobot, which makes Roomba vacuums, openly discussed plans to sell floor plan data. The backlash was immediate, but the infrastructure for collection was already built in. They walked back the announcement, not the capability. Disable cloud mapping in your vacuum's app settings. Turn off data sharing features. Most models can clean effectively without uploading your floor plan to someone else's server. Check what's already been collected and delete it if the option exists in the app. Number 7. Smart TVs. Your television is watching you back. Recognition technology identifies everything you watch, not just streaming apps, but cable, DVR, content from connected devices like gaming consoles. This creates detailed viewing profiles sold to advertisers and data brokers, but ACR is just the surface. Smart TVs with voice features are listening constantly. The microphone has to remain active to detect wake words, which means it's monitoring all ambient sound in your living room. Some models transmit audio samples to remote servers for processing. Even when you think you're not using voice commands, the system is monitoring and can capture conversations happening near the TV. Your viewing habits reveal intimate details about your life. Watching health documentaries suggests specific medical concerns. Financial programs indicate economic status and money anxieties. Content choices expose political leanings, religious views, sexual preferences, relationship problems. This data builds psychological profiles used for targeted advertising, but the same profiles can be purchased by employers conducting background checks, lawyers building cases, or insurers assessing risk. In 2017, Vizio was caught collecting detailed viewing data from 11 million TVs without proper consent and selling it to advertisers. They paid a $2.2 million settlement, a fraction of what they made from selling the data. They stopped disclosing it, they didn't stop collecting it. Go into your TV's settings menu. Disable ACR. It's usually buried under innocuous terms like viewing data, smart interactivity, or personalized experience. Turn off voice features entirely if you don't use them regularly. If you're not actively using smart features, disconnect the TV from the internet entirely and use a separate streaming device you can control. Number 6. Video doorbells. Your doorbell is recording far more than your front porch. Most video doorbells capture footage well beyond your property line. Sidewalks, streets, neighbors' driveways, even inside neighbors' homes, if they're within the camera's field of view. They record audio continuously when motion is detected. All of this uploads automatically to cloud servers. Cloud storage means your footage sits on corporate servers, accessible to company employees, law enforcement, and potentially hackers. Ring has handed over doorbell footage to police without warrants or user consent over 11 times in 2022 alone. And those are just the cases they disclosed. Other companies have similar policies, buried in terms of service agreements. If Ring can hand your footage to police without asking you, nothing stops them from responding to civil subpoenas either. Divorce proceedings where one spouse wants proof of the other's activities. Custody disputes where lawyers want to establish patterns. Neighbor disputes where someone wants evidence. Your doorbell becomes a witness you can't control and didn't agree to provide. Footage of everyone who approaches your door, delivery workers, neighbors, visitors, passersby, is logged, time-stamped, and stored. Some companies are integrating facial recognition technology that can identify individuals. Movement patterns can be tracked over time, showing who visits your home, how often, and when. Mute audio recording in your settings if you don't specifically need it. Review privacy settings and understand exactly what you're sharing and with whom. Set strict access controls and consider local storage options instead of cloud-based systems. Understand that once footage is uploaded to someone else's server, you've lost control of it completely. Number 5. Smart refrigerators. Your refrigerator doesn't need to be smart, but if it is, it's collecting data on your food inventory, usage patterns, shopping habits, and consumption rates. Models with internal cameras photograph the contents every time you close the door. Some include microphones for voice commands and shopping list features. Food consumption data reveals household size, dietary restrictions, health conditions, economic status, lifestyle patterns. Regular purchases of diabetic-friendly foods indicate health issues. Alcohol consumption frequency shows drinking habits. Baby formula reveals young children in the home. Prescription medication storage suggests specific health conditions. Insurance companies can infer health risks from dietary patterns showing high sodium, sugar, or fat intake. Marketers build detailed consumer profiles based on brand preferences and shopping frequency. And any device with a microphone and internet connection is a potential surveillance point for conversations happening in your kitchen. They sell this as convenience, as personalized shopping lists, as reducing food waste. But the real value is in the data profile being built and sold while you make breakfast. Turn off features you don't actively use. Disconnect the refrigerator from Wi-Fi entirely if you can live without the smart functions. Most people can. Smart appliances work perfectly fine as regular appliances when you opt out of the data collection infrastructure. Number 4, smartwatches and fitness trackers. Your fitness tracker knows more about your body than you do. Heart rate variability, sleep patterns, menstrual cycles, stress levels, blood oxygen saturation, location history, exercise routines, calorie intake. Some models include microphones. All of this syncs continuously to cloud servers operated by the device manufacturer. Health data is extraordinarily sensitive. It can reveal undiagnosed medical conditions, medication schedules, pregnancy before you've told anyone, anxiety and depression patterns, recovery from illness or injury. This information is valuable to insurers assessing risk, employers evaluating productivity, and data brokers selling wellness profiles. While health data collected by doctors has legal protections under high pay, fitness data doesn't. It's not covered under medical privacy laws because it's not collected by healthcare providers. The company owning your fitness tracker can do essentially whatever they want with your health metrics. In 2023, Strava's fitness tracking data accidentally exposed the locations of military bases worldwide because soldiers were using the app during workouts on base. Their running routes lit up previously secret locations in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other sensitive areas. If military-grade operational security couldn't keep that data contained, your morning jog data certainly isn't secure. Location data from these devices is precise and constant, GPS tracking every few seconds during activity. It maps your daily routine down to the minute. Combined with health metrics, it creates a complete behavioral and physiological profile, showing where you go, when, how you got there, and what your body was doing the entire time. Disable tracking. Features you don't actively use. Limit app permissions on your phone. Don't sync everything to the cloud. Most devices can store weeks of data locally. Review what data is being collected and who has access to it in your account settings. Number 3, smart light bulbs. Light bulbs don't need internet connections, but smart bulbs connect to your home network, communicate with other smart devices, and send usage data to manufacturers' servers. Some models detect motion and occupancy patterns using sensors. This reveals when you're home, your daily routine, which rooms you use and when, sleep schedules, and even when you're on vacation. Occupancy data seems trivial until you aggregate it. Patterns show when homes are consistently empty, information that's useful for burglars planning break-ins. Combined with other data sources like social media posts or delivery schedules, it contributes to behavioral profiles that predict your movements. Any device on your network is a potential vulnerability for hackers. If a light bulb can access your Wi-Fi network, what else can access your network through that light bulb? Smart bulbs have been used as entry points for larger network breaches because people assume they're too simple to be security risks. In 2020, security researchers demonstrated they could hack into home networks through Philips Hue bulbs from over 100 meters away. Once in, they had access to anything else on the network: computers, phones, security cameras, smart locks. Use bulbs that don't require accounts or cloud services for basic operation. Block internet access at the router level if you want smart functionality without data transmission to manufacturers. Local control is possible without corporate servers monitoring when you turn your bedroom light off. Or simply use regular bulbs that just turn on and off. Number 2, wireless printers. Your printer is transmitting more than documents. Wireless printers send usage data, complete scan history, error logs, and sometimes document metadata back to manufacturers automatically through cloud services built into the firmware. This happens in the background without notification. Scan history reveals exactly what documents you're handling: medical records showing diagnoses and treatments, financial statements with account numbers, legal documents, tax returns, personal correspondence, business contracts. Usage patterns indicate household or business activity levels. Document metadata can include file names, timestamps, and sometimes partial content. This data sits indefinitely on manufacturer servers with unclear retention policies and questionable security. HP, Canon, Epson, all the major manufacturers operate cloud services that receive data from your printer without your active knowledge. In 2022, HP was sued for installing firmware updates that blocked third-party ink cartridges. But buried in that controversy was the revelation that HP printers were sending detailed usage data back to company servers, including what types of documents were being printed and how often. Connect your printer via USB cable instead of Wi-Fi when possible. This physically limits what data can be transmitted. Disable cloud features entirely in the printer settings menu. If wireless printing is necessary, segment it on a separate guest network and block internet access at the router level while still allowing local network communication. Most printer functions don't require internet connectivity. You're just opting into surveillance by leaving it enabled. Number 1, laptop cameras and microphones. Your laptop is watching and listening even when you think it's off. The camera can be activated remotely without triggering the indicator light on many models. The microphone can record without your knowledge or consent. This isn't theoretical speculation. It's documented in court cases and security research. In 2010, a Pennsylvania school district remotely activated laptop cameras to spy on students at home without their knowledge. Over 66,000 images were captured of students in their bedrooms, often in states of undress, doing homework, sleeping, changing clothes. The lawsuit revealed what was possible with school-issued devices 14 years ago. Technology has only improved since then. Your laptop's camera and microphone can be accessed by malware, by sophisticated state-sponsored attacks, by corporate spyware, by anyone with the right exploit and motivation. The indicator light next to your camera is controlled by software, the same software that operates the camera. And software can be overridden by other software. Think about what that means. The only thing telling you the camera is off is controlled by the same system that could be turning it on. If a school district could do this over a decade ago with basic IT infrastructure, what can intelligence agencies do now? What can sophisticated criminal organizations do? What can your employer do with monitoring software installed on company laptops? Put physical tape over your camera when not in use. Electrical tape, a sliding camera cover, anything physical that blocks the lens regardless of what the software is doing. For the microphone, you either disable it in system settings when not actively using it, or accept the risk. But the camera is an easy fix that most people ignore until it's too late. And if your laptop has these vulnerabilities, your phone has identical ones. Front-facing cameras, rear cameras, always-on microphones for voice assistance, they're all potential access points. Physical barriers are the only guarantee because software can always be compromised. The data collected by these devices informs insurance rates, credit decisions, employment screening, legal cases, targeted advertising, law enforcement investigations, and corporate surveillance. Once it's collected and uploaded, you can't control where it goes or how it's used. Privacy policies change overnight. Companies get acquired and new owners access old data. Data breaches happen, and your information ends up in hands you never imagined. What's benign data today becomes evidence tomorrow. What's marketed as convenience today becomes leverage against you next year. The goal isn't to make you paranoid, it's to make you informed. These devices work fine with surveillance features disabled. You lose convenience, not core functionality. The question is whether that convenience is worth the permanent, detailed record you're creating of your life, your family, your habits, your health, your secrets. That's it for today. If this opened your eyes to something you hadn't considered, subscribe because I'll be making more videos like this very soon.